From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at 6.
Well, thanks for joining us. Just a chance at flurries tonight, but this weekend is a different story.
A winter storm is expected to hit on Sunday. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti is here with your forecast.
We've been tracking this over the last couple of days. We've actually had to boost the snowfall amounts up a little bit. Now, the snow that you see out there is just some flurries, and a lot of that is not reaching the ground. That'll be the case for about the next 24 hours. The real snow will arrive later Saturday night into Sunday. Already winter storm watches in effect from 6 a.m. Sunday morning until 6 p.m. Sunday evening, north of the Wisconsin River and north and west of Lone Rock and Wisconsin Dells, where perhaps as much as 6 to 8 inches of snow may come down. Farther to the south, including Madison, probably about 3 to 6 inches. I'm thinking probably around 4 or 5 inches in Madison, about 3 inches down toward the Illinois state line, where there could be a little freezing rain mixed in. Otherwise, expect just a few flurry chances for tonight and tomorrow. Tonight's low temperature dropping to the upper teens. High temperature tomorrow will be around 30, but I'll have more details on when we can expect the snow on Sunday and whether or not another winter storm is on the way for next week.
The Beloit community is responding to the county's decision not to punish 3 officers involved in a fatal shooting.
Well, police shot and killed 23-year-old Monte Penning back in December. Rock County reporter Adam Duxter live in Beloit now with why that decision was made. Adam?
Eric and Charlotte, it was in this area of Harrison Avenue here in Beloit that police say Monte Penning got out of a stolen vehicle, ran from them, and then eventually pointed a gun at them, forcing 3 separate officers to fire 22 rounds, shooting and killing him. Now, today in Rock County Court, District Attorney David O'Leary said that Penning was hit twice in the chest and once in his left arm. The medical examiner determined the location the bullet entered and exited his arm was consistent with the fact he had his arm extended out towards officers. Now, Beloit police announced those 3 officers involved are coming back to their normal duties after being cleared of their actions. And their police chief, Chief David Zabalski, says while this incident was tragic, the officers had no other choice.
Really, our officers were in a position where they didn't have any other opportunity other than to use deadly force, which is not anything any one of them desires to do.
Now, Zabalski says in 2019, just a fraction of a % of calls involved officers using force at all. And today we spoke with those who know Monte Penning best, and they say these actions described about him just do not sound like the man that they know. And they do say, well, they've tried their best to maintain a positive relationship with police in the past. This incident does make things more difficult.
All right, Adam Duxter live in Beloit tonight. Adam, thank you.
An investigation found that Madison police officers involved in a deadly police shooting acted in compliance with the department's use of force procedures.
Gabriella Becerra joins us now with the details on this investigation. Gabby?
The Department of Criminal Investigation investigated 4 Madison police officers. Only 3 of those officers fired their weapons and were placed on administrative leave. Officers responded to reports of an armed man shooting a gun outside of an apartment building on Raymond Road in October. Police saw a man coming down the main stairs inside, and he was armed with a gun. Officers said the man ignored multiple orders to drop his gun and pointed it in their direction. Officers then fired their weapons, fatally shooting Dean Thomas, according to the investigation report.
This is really an illustration of the risks they can face, you know, the officers in this case really did an outstanding job of following their training and doing everything they could. Unfortunately, the circumstances just didn't allow them any alternatives but the ones they took.
Dane County District Attorney Ishmael Ozan cleared the officers of criminal wrongdoing in December. The investigation revealed 3 minor equipment-related violations. 1 officer's wireless microphone was not synced properly with the in-car video system, and 2 officers didn't have the appropriate number of rounds in their rifle magazines.
The Dane County Sheriff's Office is still looking for the public to help it uncover what happened to the veteran killed while jogging in Blue Mounds. Earlier this week, detectives were looking to speak with the owner of a truck that was seen in the area at the time of Nicholas Day's death, but they've determined that person was not involved. Madison Area Crime Stoppers is offering a $1,000 reward for any information leading to an arrest. New at 6, a judge has allowed a crime victims' rights amendment to stay on the April 7th ballot. Dane County Circuit Judge Frank Remington denied an attempt by challengers to block Marcy's law from being included on the ballot. The proposed amendment was approved with broad bipartisan support by the Wisconsin legislature. If approved by voters, existing crime victim protections would be increased and new ones would be added.
Actor Michael Douglas is coming to Madison tomorrow to campaign for Democratic presidential candidate Michael Bloomberg. According to a release, Douglas recently endorsed Bloomberg for president. Douglas says, quote, "We need a sane and steady leader in the White House who will restore the dignity of the Oval Office and fix our broken government." He believes Bloomberg will get that done. Douglas will be in Madison tomorrow for the grand opening of the Bloomberg 2020 Madison field office on South Carroll Street. The UW System Board of Regents has approved tuition hikes for non-resident and grad students at 6 institutions. Increases range from 1.5% to 25%. They'll go into effect at Whitewater, Platteville, Milwaukee, Oshkosh, River Falls, and Stevens Point campuses starting in the fall. The schools say they need more money to cover instruction, raises, faculty recruitment as well. Regents also approved nearly $33 million in cost overruns for a pair of UW-Madison construction projects. University is remodeling Babcock Hall and building a new meat science lab. Work on Babcock is now expected to cost $72.6 million, up from $47 million in April 2018. That meat lab is now expected to cost $57 million. It's up from $50 million in October. UW-Madison gifts, additional borrowing, and cash will cover those shortfalls.
Governor Evers has ordered flags to fly at half-staff tomorrow in honor of a Milwaukee firefighter. Darren Jones passed away unexpectedly on Saturday. Fellow firefighters paid their respects today. A procession of fire trucks escorted his casket to the funeral home. His colleagues called him Superman and said you always knew he was in the room because he was very animated and always cracking jokes. Jones served nearly 3 decades on the department. Although he died off duty, his death is being treated as a line of duty death.
Next at 6, we're getting updated numbers on coronavirus here in Wisconsin.
There are now 14 people being monitored for the virus. Keely Arthur shares what state and local officials say you should do to protect yourself.
Charlotte and Eric, as we reported, there are 14 people under investigation for coronavirus in our state. Of those, 5 are waiting results. 8 have had their results come back negative. And of course, as we've also reported, there is 1 confirmed case of coronavirus here, and it's hitting pretty close to home as that woman is in Dane County right now in isolation at her home. She is reportedly doing well. Authorities say your risk of getting the coronavirus is low. It spreads like the flu, though, so you're going to want to wash your hands and practice good hygiene. The virus can live on objects for a few hours, so be sure to wipe down surfaces. At a news conference today, state officials shared how they determine who is most at risk.
To meet the criteria of a patient under investigation, they have to have appropriate symptoms, which can include cough, fever, and shortness of breath. And they also have to have been from an area of China where they could have had exposure, and that's specifically the Hubei province where Wuhan is located, or other parts of China potentially. And then the other option would be that they were exposed to a confirmed case. That would also help them to meet the criteria to be a patient under investigation.
When asked during that conference call about the patient's flight path, authorities with the Wisconsin Department of Public Health would only disclose that she did arrive at Dane County Regional. They would not name any of the other airports impacted stateside. And beyond hoping to control the spread of coronavirus, officials wanting to control rumors or misinformation, specifically stressing that ethnicity has nothing to do with your likelihood of getting the virus. Travel is the biggest risk factor.
All right, Keely Arthur reporting for us tonight. Keely, thank you.
High water levels are causing big problems along the Great Lakes. Homes and businesses are flooding. Roads and sidewalks are crumbling and beaches are washing away. This is the region's wettest period in more than a century, which scientists say is likely connected to the warming climate. Along the shorelines, people are extending battered seawalls and stacking stones and sandbags. No relief is in sight. Forecasters expect the lakes to remain high well into this year. U.S. Senator Tammy Baldwin of Wisconsin is calling on the Senate to reauthorize and expand funding for the Great Lakes. The bipartisan Great Lakes Restoration Initiative Act was passed in the House. Since it began, the initiative has tripled successful cleanup of the lakes, reduced runoff that leads to algae blooms, and restored wildlife habitats.
Coming up next at 6, a look at the first step in Madison's bus rapid transit plan, how the new traffic signals are speeding things up while maintaining safety.
And there's more local news ahead. Wisconsin dairy farmers are feeling the impact of coronavirus outbreak, why trade uncertainty could be bad news for milk prices. That's tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
love it.
You know who really loves fresh food? Amateur chefs, stay-at-home parents, salad lovers, barbecuers, smorgasborders, hors d'oeuvres, fondue and flambeers, midnight snackers, brown baggers, bakers, and throw it in the microwavers. At Pick and Save, you can get all the fresh you want at a great price with same-day pickup and delivery. Because we believe in fresh for everyone.
All right then. Why do professional builders and remodelers choose Nonn's? Seems to be reason number 151, which must be Nonn's boutique selections. And maybe the big box prices? Ah, yeah. Best of both worlds. Just like at the big box. Oh, maybe not. So why should you choose Nonn's? Isn't it obvious? Nonn's. Kitchen, bath, and flooring.
Right now at Steinhoffel's, dinner and a movie is on us. Save 35% store-wide on the largest selection of quality furniture at the guaranteed lowest price. Like this American-made solid wood dining table, now just $7.99. Or this Amish-made handcrafted dining table priced to sell out at $10.99. Relax in this American-made three-piece sectional, now $20.99. Hurry into Steinhoffel's to get great savings plus dinner and a movie on us. Only at Steinhoffel's.
Welcome back. The first stage of the new bus rapid transit system is happening now.
The new lights have been put up at East Wash and 4th Avenue to help speed up travel time on Metro buses. Jamie Perez got a look at how these new lights work. Jamie?
Well, these are called Q-jump signals, and they basically allow buses to drive right through red lights. Now, with these being the first of its kind in the state, we were wondering, well, how does this work with traffic coming in other directions, and how much time is this really saving?
Traffic along East Wash can be a nightmare sometimes. But for bus drivers, it's been much easier lately.
It saves us much more than seconds, I'll tell you that right now.
Lon Bjornstad has been a bus driver for 25 years, and he's never been able to move like this.
So the traffic is stopped by a red light, and we're stopped by the barrier symbol. There's our cue to go.
When all other traffic is stopped by a red light, buses can now drive through them when this light goes vertical.
And now we're out in front of all that traffic, not having to force our way in.
This is step one for Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway's new bus rapid transit plan.
The light turns for the bus and we get to go ahead of traffic, which as a bus rider is like, that's great.
The light is cued by sensors on the street. It can tell when a bus is waiting, and no other car will be able to set the light off, so don't bother trying.
Oncoming traffic has a red light also. The only ones that can move in the direction we're going is us.
This new concept has concerned some people on Bjornstad's route so far, thinking that he was illegally going through a red light.
There's a few that said, "What are you doing?"
With this being the only light of its kind in Wisconsin, this is a trial run to see how much time it's actually saving. Bjornstad says it's working well.
We're getting to them on time is even a better answer for that. That's what's happening. We're making connections where it was really hard to do so before.
While this one light is getting what were once late buses to each stop on time, Bjornstad says, imagine what it could do if these were all over Madison.
But a big help to us. And if we could have more, I welcome them.
Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway is hoping to get the entire bus rapid transit system up and running by 2024. This was just step one. Step two is happening soon. The city is getting the bus routes finalized by next month, so the city can apply for a federal grant in September, and then they will determine which intersections they should put these new signals at.
All right, Jamie Perez reporting on. Jamie, thank you.
Sorry.
Grace Coffee Company is expanding, opening a new location in Sun Prairie. It'll be located on Cabela Drive, right next to Cabela's and near Prairie Lakes Shopping Mall. Grace first opened on State Street in the former Sacred Feather Hat Shop location in 2019. Since then, they've opened another location on East Washington Avenue. The Sun Prairie location has a drive-through that can accommodate more than 20 cars. All food will be baked in-house. They plan to open at the beginning of May.
Unique type of bar popping up at Hilldale. Artists are installing 6 tons of ice. It'll become a 16-foot ice bar. Cafe Hollander logos will be carved in along with bicycle wheels and other decorations. There's also interactive ice activities and a liquor wall to chill bottles. Artists say they're keeping their eye on the weather to see how long this bar will last.
Mother Nature holds the reins on how long it will last, so we do say that ice isn't about yesterday, and it's not about tomorrow, it's about today. So enjoy the ice today.
Artists say weather conditions look good for the next few days. They're hoping to keep the bar open even longer.
Next at 6, details on a winter storm heading our way.
Yeah, Gary's tracking it all and possible accumulating snow that'll hit our area on Sunday. His full forecast is next.
He's thinking recliner, you're thinking sofa. It's okay. Everyone wins at the President's Sale at Slumberland Furniture. 25% off unadvertised items and sale items marked down even more. This sofa for just $398. This bed just $298 with base. This Sealy Posturepedic mattress for only $394. And did you know you get free shipping with no minimum? And most items can be in your home in a week. Plus pay no interest for 4 years. The President's Sale at Slumberland Furniture.
I'm a little old to count down the days, but my ski trip to Cascade Mountain with my cousin each year, so much fun. We used to pretend like we were flying. Now, we really do. My dad and my uncle like that we still ski free. But Noah and I, we just have fun. See you there.
Golden Cars is starting the new year with a bang. Buy a 2019 Toyota Corolla for only $14,995 or $239 per month, all with remaining factory warranty.
That's right. For the new year, buy 2019 Toyota Corollas for only $14,995 or $239 per month, all with remaining factory warranty.
So come in today and get your 2019 Toyota Corolla for only $14,995 or $239 per month.
Go to Golden Cars East or West.
You gotta go to Golden, GoldenCars.com.
Our big pet care sale is going on now at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. We're your animal experts with great deals on a massive selection of pet food, supplies, and more. Get an instant $10 Farm and Fleet gift card with every $50 you spend on Purina pet products. Assorted cans of 9 Lives cat food are $20 for just $8. Get $3 off all Blaine's Farm and Fleet dog food. And select dog treats and chews or buy one, get one free. Don't miss our big pet care sale going on now at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
What are you thinking?
Thinking about burger, fries, and some pie.
You know it's 9 o'clock in the morning.
Well, then bring the pie first.
It's back and better than ever. Hurry in today for Perkins Burger, Fries, and Pie Combo. Enjoy any burger, fries, and a slice of our famous pie for just $9.99. It's dinner, dessert, and a deal. Only at Perkins. And now you can order online with PerkinsToGo.com.
Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti is here, who is keeping his eye on a storm coming our way.
Yeah, it's pretty likely now that we're going to see accumulating snow on Sunday. Some areas may pick up about as much as 6 or 8 inches, especially up in the northern parts of our viewing area. But what you see out there right now on Doppler track is just some snow flurries moving on through. Not all of this is reaching the ground. That'll be the case for tonight and tomorrow. But the alert day is in place for Sunday and Sunday night for occasional snow. It'll probably start late Saturday night, continue through much of the day Sunday, then wind down Sunday evening, although there could be a little bit of freezing rain south of Madison during the day. That might limit the snow totals toward the Illinois state line, and maybe a little freezing drizzle mixing in with the snow flurries as the snow winds down Sunday evening. But other than a slight chance of flurries through tomorrow, things will be very quiet for the first half of the weekend. Then we have that moderate to locally heavy snow on Sunday, and then after that, we're watching a second storm system for the middle of next week, but that now looks less likely that we're going to see a winter storm out of it. We might see a couple of inches of snow accumulation, but right now it looks like the bulk of the heavier snow will stay to our south, and it'll be cold for much of next week as well. Winter storm watches are in effect from west central Wisconsin all the way through southern Minnesota, northern Iowa, back into South Dakota. It's a kind of a narrow and compact storm system that'll be moving through, and you can see this on future track. Here are the flurries overnight into the day tomorrow. Not much going on there, but you can see the snow streaking eastward, and it's not a very big storm by winter storm standards, but you can certainly see the circulation right here across southern Minnesota, and the track will take it right about over southern Wisconsin. So that will keep the heaviest snow just to the north of Madison, but it'll move through pretty quickly so that by Sunday evening, notice the snow already moving east of Madison. There still could be some flurries or freezing drizzle at that time. Then everything clears off to the east. We're back to some sunshine for Monday and Tuesday with temperatures right around average. Now, as far as the snow totals are concerned, it looks like there'll be a narrow band of about 6 to 8 inches of snow, basically from southern Minnesota through the La Crosse area over toward Green Bay, maybe as far south as the Dells. 3 to 6 inches generally across southern Wisconsin. Lesser amounts down toward the Illinois state line. That's an area that could see a little bit of freezing rain mix in. So as far as impacts are concerned, we're looking at moderate impacts for driving and walking. There could be, again, that little bit of freezing rain and then some freezing drizzle at the end of the event. Clearing it will also be moderate too. You probably need the shovel. Snowblower certainly will be of more help there. But as far as the main storm track is concerned, we're still looking at a pretty active storm track. The storm as passes by to the east that brought the severe weather through Washington, D.C. has snow on the back end. Our next weather system, not quite as impressive to the north and west, and because it's coming in from the north and west, won't have time to pick up a lot of moisture to make it an even bigger winter storm. But there are winter storm watches in effect from 6 a.m. Sunday morning through 6 p.m. Sunday evening, north of the Wisconsin River, north and west of Lone Rock and the Dells. Look for skies to be variably cloudy for tomorrow with a high temperature of 30 degrees and just a slight chance for a flurry. But here's the snow accumulations for Sunday. Again, 3 to 6 inches for most of us, 6 to maybe 8 inches up north of the Dells. 7 to 10 day forecast. Looks for quiet weather Sunday, Monday, now most of Wednesday, and then look for some accumulating snow, light accumulations Wednesday night into Thursday, and cold weather for the end of next week.
Well, coming up in sports, we talk to the Badgers men's basketball team for the first time since their strength coach resigned. That's coming up next.
News 3 Now First Alert Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
It's perfect. Thank you for choosing our home. Here's a list of our favorite spots to help you live like a local. And here is our Spectrum Wi-Fi password and a channel guide to help you settle in.
Did you say Spectrum?
Experience the fastest starting speeds for the price with Spectrum Internet. At 200 megabits per second, you'll enjoy faster surfing, streaming, and gaming. Switch to Spectrum Internet for $44.99 a month. Call 833-902-4499. Then lose yourself in the best in entertainment with more HD and more free on demand. With thousands of free titles to choose from and the best in live TV, there's always something on. Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Plus, download the Spectrum TV app for more ways to watch. Call 833-902-4499.
It happened again. You guys were supposed to leave yesterday.
Is that my robe?
Is it?
Lose yourself in the best internet and TV with Spectrum. Switch now from $44.99 a month each, all with no contracts. Call 833-902-4499.
3 days only. Shop the biggest appliance sale of the year at Grand Appliance. Save on early President's Day price drops and combine with Grand exclusive rebates to get an extra 5% back. Plus up to $500 in friends and family savings. Get a deal no competitor can match. February 6th, 7th, and 8th exclusively at Grand Appliance. Shop grandappliance.com or a store near you. Grand Appliance and TV. You make it home. We make it grand.
The Culligan high-efficiency water softener is the world's best. It's backed by the industry's strongest warranty and serviced by the world's largest local dealer network. Click or call Culligan Water and start saving today.
Everything must go with American Freight. Don't wait. Take it home today for $50 and no payments for 60 days. Mattress sets from $49 each piece. Memory foam sets from $119 each piece. Sofas from $198. Sectionals from $298. 3-piece bedroom sets from $198. 3 rooms of furniture, 18 pieces from $998. Free layaway till tax time or longer if needed. Same-day delivery ends February 29th at the corner of North Stoughton and Kinsman Boulevard.
Insomnia is more than just a bad night's sleep.
It can actually contribute to serious health problems.
But which treatments are effective and safe? Experts share surprising facts you need to know. Monday on News 3 Now at 10.
Well, to say that it's been an emotional emotional roller coaster for the Badgers men's basketball team would really be an understatement. These last 2 weeks especially, starting with the transfer of Kobe King, followed by the suspension of Brad Davison at Iowa, the big win over Michigan State, and now the resignation of strength coach Eric Helland. We talked to the team for the first time since Coach Kellen left today, and the guy's still coming to terms with what happened.
I mean, honestly, I was shocked. It's a super emotional time, and it still hasn't really set in with me yet. It's been tough. It's been hard because I respect Coach E. My family respects Coach E. Through everything that he's done, he's been nothing but respectful towards me.
Coach Helen, he's one of the big reasons why I came here. He's someone that I looked forward to coming and seeing every day, and he pushed me to become a better player in the weight room, on the court, but also pushed me to become a better person too, and someone that I always hold dear to my heart. So it was really hard to hear the news. Sad that he's not going to be around the team anymore.
But the season isn't stopping for the Badgers or anyone else for that matter. That was basically Greg Gard's message yesterday after the Badgers lost to the Golden Gophers on Wednesday night. And with the game on Sunday against Ohio State, life just has to go on for this team.
Obviously, we got to do a better job of being assertive and attacking the paint and going through contact and all of that kind of stuff. But I'd say you just got to give credit to Minnesota. They did a really good job of preparing and a really good job playing against us.
And nobody's going to feel sorry for you. That was my message yesterday. And after I sat him down and told him, Coach Helland's, what had happened or what the decision was with him, we moved on to we've got basketball to play here, and there's 13 teams in this league that don't care what we're going through. So let's buckle up and get ready to have a great practice today and get ready for Ohio State.
Meanwhile, the men's hockey team trying to make something happen here late in the conference schedule because Wisconsin has lost its last 3 games, including getting swept in the border battle last weekend at the Kohl Center. Tonight, they're in Ann Arbor putting up a solid fight so far. Badgers out shooting the Wolverines, who are also struggling this season. Right now, they're down by a goal in the second period. No problems for the women's team. The top-ranked Badgers beat Minnesota Mankato 5-1. 5 different players scoring for Wisconsin tonight. Well, we told you earlier in the week that Quintez Cephas will be at the NFL Combine, and now he'll be joined by 3 of his Badger teammates in Indy. Brown Deer native Zach Bond, Amherst Tyler Biotish, and Jonathan Taylor will put their best skills and speed on display. That starts on February 23rd, and that's really coming up in just a couple of weeks, so these guys are really preparing their bodies and their minds for these next few weeks.
It's been kind of rough in some of these winter sports. At least we got women's hockey.
I know. They're always championing. They're always top-ranked. Yeah.
Same old story. All right, Melissa, thank you. Gary?
And we'll have some snow to shovel, too. That'll keep us active on Sunday. But in the short term, just a few flurries tonight and tomorrow. Overnight low temperature dropping into the upper teens. Highs tomorrow around 30 degrees. But winter storm watch in effect north and west of Lone Rock and Wisconsin Dells from 6 a.m. Sunday to 6 p.m. Sunday evening. Right now, we're looking for a swath of about 3 to 6 inches of snow through much of southern Wisconsin, maybe a little bit more north of the Dells. Otherwise, look for quiet weather for Monday and Tuesday, maybe some snow chances Wednesday night into Thursday of next week. Cold for Valentine's Day and maybe some snow toward the end of the weekend.
Okay, Gary, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.